How would the new era of Raw kick off? Well, I'm about to tell you as WGS-TV reviews Monday Night Raw. Hey YouTube, are you ready for your hot tag? Or because if you are, it's definitely time to work.
This is Spielberg.
And this is Ashley Spears.
And we definitely watch WGS-TV. We're going to own it. Definitely going to own it. Yeah, really. Respect my veterans!
Greetings YouTube, yeah, welcome way back into another episode of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer. I am your friendly neighborhood WrestleGamer. The new era of WWE kicked off this week first with Raw. I want to say one thing. I've been telling people that they need to stop being so critical about Corey Graves and his commentary. After listening to him last night, he did really great and worked well with Michael Cole and Baron Sexton and actually did a much better job than JBL would have done in my personal opinion. And you guys know how I've been critical about commentary in wrestling today, especially in WWE. So how was the show last night? Let's talk about Raw. Monday Night Raw has a new look, a new logo, and of course a new intro since this was the start of the new era for Raw. Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon announced that there would be two fatal four-way matches with the winners of those two matches would compete in the main event tonight for the right to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for WWE's brand new championship to represent the WWE Universe, the WWE Universal Champion. What has me intrigued is what will the actual belt look like. Foley also announced that there was going to be a women's championship match with Charlotte defending the title against the Boss, Sasha Banks. The first fatal four-way match would feature the Swiss Superman Cesaro, the United States Champion Rusev, the prize fighter Kevin Owens, and the former NXT Champion Finn Balor. Freaking Finn Balor in the opening match of Raw. I like that idea. Overall, the match was worked really well, so no complaints from your friendly neighborhood WrestleGamer. The finish of the match came down to Balor hitting the Coup de Gras on Rusev to pick up the win and advance to his first ever main event of Monday Night Raw. I also look at it like this. If Balor didn't go over in the main event, they could have started an angle with him and Rusev over the United States Championship, because technically Balor pinned the United States Champion. Nia Jax would make her Monday Night Raw debut against a jobber named Britt Baker and would end up flat out squashing Baker by hitting her leg drop to pick up the win. Nia flat out scares me. Backstage, Sasha Banks was getting ready for her women's championship match when it appeared that the Golden Truth was taking her picture. When Banks confronted them about it, Goldust revealed that he's playing Pokemon Go. My head hurts. Again, I may be the WrestleGamer, but Pokemon Go is one game I will never touch! The second fatal four-way match would feature Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Sheamus, and Chris Jericho, with the winner going on to the main event to face Finn Balor for the right to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the new WWE Universal Championship. Throughout the entire duration of this match, apparently all the signs were pointing to Reigns for some odd reason, and honestly, I've said it before, I have no issue with Reigns as a worker. At all. But this is supposed to be the new era of Monday Night Raw, so I wanted to see something new. Did we see something new? No, we didn't. What we saw was Reigns hitting the spear on Jericho to pick up the win and advance to the main event to face Finn Balor. Well, one question I asked on my Battleground review was, where would they go next with the New Day? Well, it's safe to say after Raw last night, we got our answer. New Day would hold a celebration for themselves and actually made someone named Sonny Boy, who I suspect is a local indie talent, because WWE is notorious for using local indie talents for jobber matches, on-screen security, and plants in the crowd. The celebration would be interrupted by the Club, Gallows and Anderson, as they took out every member of the New Day. So now it's going to be Gallows and Anderson, I suspect, getting a push towards the WWE Tag Team Championship. Now, will they put the titles on them? Remains to be seen, but I wouldn't object to it. Curtis Axel has a new moniker in WWE due to him being picked last in the WWE draft. Apparently it's called Mr. Irrelevant. One would say a moniker kind of befitting the former Social Outcast member, as he would take on the returning Neville. Neville rolled on and fractured his ankle 4 months ago in a match against Chris Jericho, so it was interesting to see how his ankle would hold up, and it held up pretty well in my personal opinion. Finish of the match was Neville hitting the red arrow on Mr. Irrelevant to pick up the win. Backstage, Darren Young was with his life coach Bob Backlund talking about how close he was to the Intercontinental Championship at Battleground, when once again the Golden Truth would appear playing Pokemon Go, and apparently there was a Jigglypuff under Bob Backlund's tie, and don't worry, he caught it, which enraged Bob Backlund. Again, my head hurts about that Pokemon. It's ever since Xavier Woods mentioned it last week. Now all of a sudden, Pokemon Go everywhere in WWE. I don't know. You know, I can't really seem to recall the last time when a women's championship match, let alone a women's match, literally seemed to steal the show on the main roster. I firmly believe Charlotte and Sasha Banks broke through those barriers last night with their spectacular match for the women's championship. Yes, I know I've been critical about women's wrestling on the main roster, but WWE redefined those parameters hands down with that match. 2 spots definitely worth mentioning. First, a suicide dive through the ropes by the Boss with that awkward landing, which leaves me reminiscing about when The Undertaker did it to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 in that same awkward landing. I wonder how many of you guys actually remember that. And Charlotte's moonsault off the top rope, which was a thing of beauty. The finish came down to Banks locking on the bank statement on Charlotte, forcing her to tap out, picking up the win, and becoming the new WWE Women's Champion. And after the match, during Byron Saxton's interview, I believe those emotions and tears were real, people. Braun Strowman squashed some 100-pound jobber. I don't think I need to say any more than that. The Golden Truth were still playing Pokemon Go, with R-Truth thinking the Pittsburgh Penguin symbol was a Pokemon. I'm sorry, I just don't see the mass appeal of Pokemon Go. I'm sorry, I just don't. Enzo Amore and Big Cass would start talking about things they like Raw. Trust me, I won't go into details about it. When they were interrupted by Epico and Primo, the Shining Stars, their opponents for this match. Now, this match wasn't anything special, so apparently they had the Golden Truth out there. Apparently, R-Truth in pursuit of more Pokemon, which distracted Epico, allowing Big Cass to hit a big boot, giving Enzo and Big Cass the win. I guess the Golden Truth Pokemon Go game was this week's running gag. Main event time. Roman Reigns taking on Finn Balor with the winner, going on to SummerSlam to face Seth Rollins for the newly created WWE Universal Championship. One scenario I was fearing for this was once again Reigns was going to get pushed, and once again we would see Reigns and Rollins at SummerSlam. And now I have already stated in this commentary I don't hate Reigns, but this is supposed to be the new era of Monday Night Raw. Then it's time to see some new, fresh faces shine in the limelight. So I applaud WWE for actually having Balor go over on Reigns in the main event. And now, guys and girls, look at this picture. We have Seth Rollins and Finn Balor at SummerSlam for the newly created WWE Universal Championship. How freaking epic is that match going to be? Now, last thing I want to mention before I give my score and my picks for best and worst match or segment of Monday Night Raw, they advertised that the IWC's favorite part-time superhero would be returning to Monday Night Raw next week. My only thought about that is, who cares? Overall score on Raw this week gets a 4 out of 5. Best match of the night goes to the Women's Championship match, with the weirdest segment of the night going to the Golden Truth's running gag of playing Pokemon Go. Gulf Coast Wrestling presents the Back to School Bash Friday, August 12th at the City Park Rec Center in New Iberia, Louisiana, and Saturday, August 13th at the Amelia Recreational Center in Amelia, Louisiana. Scheduled to appear the GCW Heavyweight Champion Gil Gracie, Christian Blake, Kid Chronic, Andrew Anderson, Stoneman, the GCW Tag Team Champions, Mustang and Psycho Mike, The Kelly Heat, and more. For ticket information on the Friday show in Iberia, call 337-392-1569, and for ticket information on the Saturday show in Amelia, call 985-631-2032. Also coming up on August 20th, Gulf Coast Wrestling presents the Mayor's Cup in memory of Mayor Tony Collada at the Copac Gym in Plaquemine, Louisiana, featuring special guest ECW legend The Sandman. For ticket information on that show, call 225-329-5816. What I want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw this week. What are your overall scores? What are your picks for best and worst match or segment of Monday Night Raw this week? I definitely want to hear what you guys out there have to say. Be sure to put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. WGS-TV is on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You guys can ask me questions. Links will be provided in the description box below. And as always, guys and gals, I'll have a couple of videos in the annotations at the end of this video for you guys to check out as well. So with that being said, I am your friendly neighborhood wrestle gamer, and I will see you at the next Word Zone. Bye, guys! Just bringing you down with me in case there's a baddie. More than likely. Horribly wrong in every sense of the word. Zayn looked like he landed hard on his right arm on the ring apron, and notice